Hello, Eastview family. Happy Wednesday to you. I hope you are enjoying a wonderful Christmas, and I hope that these daily devos are able to help you carve out some time, especially this week, to experience the joy and peace and love of the Lord and also His rest. This week we are taking a bit of a break from John's Gospel, and we are looking at Luke chapter 2. And in today's passage, we meet a man named Simeon. He is described in the Gospel of Luke as a devout and righteous man living in Jerusalem, and though specific details about his background are not extensively detailed, his character and dedication to God are vividly portrayed. Let's read our passage today in Luke 2:25 through 35. Now there was a man in Jerusalem whose name was Simeon, and this man was righteous and devout, waiting for the consolation of Israel, and the Holy Spirit was upon him. And it had been revealed to him by the Holy Spirit that he would not see death before he had seen the Lord's Christ. And he came in the Spirit into the temple, and when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he, Simeon, took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word. For my eyes have seen your salvation that you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and for glory to your people Israel. And his father and his mother marveled at what was said about him. And Simeon blessed them and said to Mary his mother, Behold, this child is appointed for the fall and rising of many in Israel, and for a sign that is opposed, and a sword will pierce through your own soul also, so that thoughts from many hearts may be revealed. Simeon's life epitomized patient anticipation. Amidst the uncertainties of his dark time, a time when there had been no new revelation from God from the prophets in 400 years, he clung steadfastly to the promise of the Messiah. His righteousness and devoutness didn't shield him from the trials of waiting. Rather, instead, they strengthened his resolve to trust in God's timing. In the same way, Isaiah's words in Chapter 40 remind us of the strength found in patiently waiting on the Lord. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 31 says this, But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Kavah is the Hebrew word for wait in this verse, and it means twist, stretch, and then the resulting tension from it. It's from this root that we get the word rope or cord. So a rope bears more weight depending on the twisting of strands that make the rope. A single strand of rope bears a little weight, but several strands bound together can bear more. So if you can imagine waiting, like the twisting of strands to make a rope stronger bound together by twisting, that's the image of weight we think about. So to wait on the Lord means to let Him become bound to you, twisted into you like a lifeline. And no wonder that in this waiting on Him do we renew our strength. Waiting isn't in vain. It is a season to grow in faith, patience, and reliance on God. So today, would you take a moment to hold before God one way that you are hoping, waiting with tense anticipation for Him to show up with deliverance and comfort? Would you ask Him to speak into that specific longing? And know that renewed strength comes to those who are bound together with the Lord. Simeon reminds us that God's answer to that for which we hope for is often mysterious and unexpected. And Simeon also reminds us that when we behold Jesus, God with us, we can rest in peace, knowing that God has fulfilled His promises to His people and will continue to do so.